Hey guys, in this video I'm going to quickly talk about all the Biomutant classes available in the game. So that's all 6 of them, including the Mercenary, which is only available if you pre-order the game or buy it as a DLC in the future, I believe. So starting out with Deadeye, Deadeye has an ability called the Perfect Reload ability, which allows all ranged weapons to be reloaded instantly and with a 20% damage boost for your next magazine after you finish that magazine. So as you reload and you use that ability and you put in the new magazine, boom, you have 20% damage for that magazine. This doesn't go on if you keep reloading after that. So this sounds like a build that is going to be heavily ranged focused, because why would you go melee with when you have ranged abilities like that, I guess? The Commando is quite similar to the Deadeye in the fact that it also has an ability that will allow it to use all ranged weapons, inflicting 10% more damage when you're shooting your targets. So that's like 10% damage across everything that you're shooting. So unlike Deadeye, when you use the ability and you only have 20% damage for that magazine, Commando is going to have 10% damage entirely for every ranged damage that it does. So I really think that the Commando is going to be higher than the Deadeye, but the Deadeye might have a better chance at melee compared to the Commando. So it's up to you whether you go between Deadeye or Commando for your ranged shooting. If we look at the next one, the mage kind of magic user, this is Psi-Freak, which focuses on a kind of energy, and it uses a thing called key energy, and it has an ability to conduct a spark ball, so it will actually shoot like a literal lightning ball at the enemies. And it has another perk that will increase its key energy regeneration by 20%. So obviously it's going to be generating energy a lot more frequently than any of the other classes so that it can use its magical powers, which makes sense. Looking at the Saboteur, you're actually able to dual wield 2 one-handed melee weapons thanks to your Twin Silver Grip ability. So this class is more going to be your rogue, sneaky, kind of like stabbing kind of dude. You actually have a 20% reduction to dodge energy, so when you're dodging, you only use 20% less stamina. So you're able to dodge and move around very quickly because you're up there in like very movable armor, doing like dual wielding slashing damage, but also still trying to avoid attacks because you are not a tank as the Saboteur. You're literally like an assassin. But if you do want to be a tank and you want good armor and you want good health and everything, you can go with the Sentinel Class, which has the toughness ability, which increases its base armor stats by 10. So you're able to take a lot more damage as a Sentinel. So if you're expecting to go melee and get hit a lot, go for the Sentinel. If you're really good at dodging, go for the Saboteur. It obviously depends on how your playstyle works there, but the way I see it, the best range class is probably the Commando, because it's an all-rounder for range damage. The Psi-Freak is kind of an outlier there if you want to try something different. And then between the Saboteur and the Sentinel will probably be the better melee choice because taking damage will be a lot less frequent because you'll be able to survive a lot more attacks from enemies. Whereas if you're a Saboteur getting hit, you're going to feel it a bit more, I guess. I don't know. And obviously this is my own speculation of how I see things are going to work out, so this might actually be entirely different once the game actually releases. Now, the sixth and final class is called the Mercenary. Now, this is only available if you pre-order the game, and it might be available for DLC after launch. This class apparently has a classic Japanese outfit and will allow you to dual-wield wazikashi blades, or a classic katana. So you can either go full-on samurai with a samurai sword, or you can be like Electra, with the wazikashi blades and just like be like stabby stabby. It's kind of like the Saboteur or the Sentinel vibe, but within a Mercenary. I think the Mercenary will also have decent ranged abilities. I just hope it's not too overpowered compared to the other classes. We'll have to see how balancing works once the game is out. But that is a summary of all the classes in the game. It's up to you which ones you pick. Obviously, you have to choose a breed that matches your class, because some breeds will favor more in vitality or strength or intellect. For example, intellect would go best with a Psi-Freak because you're using intellect damage and key energy and energy regeneration the entire time, so you're going to want to focus on that. We'll talk about breeds in the next video and what possible classes they can be best for. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.